Hello, my dear friends. It's so good to see you again. Today's video is going to be very much fun and it's going to be about pleasure and enjoyment in women's life. And I wanted to share my own story and why it is so important for us to take daily pleasures every day. And I remember myself many years ago when I had my first son, my first baby. I was so overwhelmed. It was such a new experience, and I'm sure some of you already went through that. And I remember how I spent the whole day, every day with my son, trying to be a good mom, trying to be the best mom, trying to do all the things and do all the care. And I remember in the evening when I was going to bed, falling asleep, I sometimes didn't even have time to take a shower. And I'm not even talking about just doing, irregular eating and self-care. I didn't have time for anything, and my husband as well. So remember about that time when I started my self-love and self-care journey, and I decided that something needs to change. I realized my husband hasn't gotten any attention from me, and I myself felt very frustrated in the evening when I realized that, the whole day passed and it seemed like a lot of things were going on, but I did not do anything for myself. So I created a list of little things that I enjoy and little things and big things, right? And I decided that, okay, Maria, you're gonna take it seriously. You're gonna do 5 check marks a day. And I remember I started doing it, and in my list there were things like going for a walk, having a cup of my favorite green tea, doing a little foot massage, doing a little foot bath or a regular bath with salt, things like that, any one of us could take a little time during the day and do this. So, and like my tea, for example, I remember I could make myself a tea and drink it and not even notice it. So I decided that, okay, if you are going to be having this tea, you are going to enjoy it. So you're going to take the remote control, put the world on pause, and do 5 minutes of indulgence. And my tea, I love it so much. But how many times I found a cup of tea empty and realized that I didn't even notice how I drank it. So I made it very intentional. So in the evening when I was going to bed, I was looking at my list and thinking, okay, did you do 5 things? Did you do? And if I didn't, there was something else left that I could do that day. So 5 check marks, the more the better, but at least 5. So, and in my list, I have different things. I have a massage, I have my favorite sushi, I could go for a little dance, I could watch dance. I love to watch sensual couples dancing. I could just take my phone and find my favorite couple or my favorite video and watch it, and it was such a pleasure for me. I have an acupuncture pillow that I could lay on, put it under my neck at any time, and it feels so good. And this something like this, you don't really need to go anywhere or spend any time. It could be done at any time of the day, at any place. I have my meditation time, my foot bath, as I said, my bath with salt, foot massage, head massage. Head massage is so good. I don't know if you ever tried it, but like right before I wash my hair, I could go and just massage my scalp, and it feels so good. You could feel like the circulation in the head just goes up, and it's just so good it's just a general enjoyment, but it's also good for your hair growth and things like that. My regular stretching, my laughing, sunbathing, and of course it could be bigger things like going on a date with my husband or going on a nice trip. And what happens when you take time, little breaks during the day, and do some special things for you, something that you enjoy, you will see how magic will start happening, how all the things around you are going to set in place, and it's going to feel so good, and it's going to feel amazing, and it's going to feel like almost like it's unreal, because the more you relax, the more you take time and do some daily pleasures for yourself, the more you pour into your own cup, the more life will give you. And on this realization, I remember I was so amazed. I was so happy to find that I'm already giving myself some daily pleasures, but then life starts treating me better. So, like, for example, my son, he, instead of taking 3 short 30-minute naps, he started feeling more chilled, more relaxed, and started taking 2 naps and like hour-and-a-half naps instead. So I had more time, and I noticed how good that feels when you do that, when you realize at the end of the day, yes, I took some time for me, I did some enjoyment, I did some daily pleasures, and absolutely paying attention to a partner. That's very important when we can get overwhelmed with the birth of first child. But then I also applied it practically every day since then, and I never feel dissatisfied anymore when I go to bed, because I always know that I did take my time, I did do something special for myself. And if I didn't, let's say, if I, a day happened and let's say I did not have time to do anything, there's always time for something, right? So make your list of things that you like, add more things every day to it, and have some things that you can do on the fly to feel that satisfaction at the end of the day, and to feel that self-love and self-care that you do for you. And for us women, it's so important. It is so important, because our bodies are made for pleasure. And if we don't, if we are on the run for the whole day, if we never have time to sit down and have a meal, if we working, if we accomplishing goals, we cannot experience that. So our task as women, we need to find little breaks during the day, relax, do something nice for yourself, do something good for yourself, and feel how that state of like enjoyment, it grows. And then you will notice how things around you get so nice, just the way you want them. And like example of my life, when my kids became older already, if I spent time and if I had good, morning, if I did my meditation and spent time for myself, did something nice for me, then suddenly a relative calls and he's like, I want to take your boys for a pool day today. And I'm like, oh, thank you. That means more of my time, or more time for me to do my things. So things like that you will find very interesting, because that's how it will work. The more pleasure you get during the day, the more gifts life will give you. And try it. I would love to see your feedback in the comments. I would love to see how your self-love and self-care journey is going, because it is so important, ladies, so important to pour in your own cup of love. So please leave some comments, subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, and I will see you soon.